I'm here to talk about something I've been really excited about for a long time. I've been interested in the search space for a while and have found Julia to be particularly well suited to a lot of problems that come up in search and information retrieval. So I'm talking about TSearch, which is an experimental search system that I've been working on that I'm releasing to the Julia community as a web service. So first I want to ask, what is important information? Ranking is a very, very difficult problem in information retrieval. It is the difficult problem. PageRank is the elephant in the room here. This is an excerpt from the PageRank paper from Larry Page and Sergey Brin et al., where they describe the random surfer model. They essentially say, if you took a random surfer, someone just clicking around on the web, what web pages would they be most likely to land on? And it turns out that if you do some interesting math with this, it generates an extremely good ranking system. That's what launched Google. This is a very, very rough view of it, but effectively you look at every page that links to your page and then follow those through for a long time. It's surprising how good it works. They say that it works particularly well for underspecified queries, and that's what I want you to take note of. What is an underspecified query? I want to talk about overspecified queries, which get underspecified answers. I don't know if this is an experience that people have shared with me, but I find Google often is not able to really understand the semantic information that I'm actually looking for, especially with Julia-related information. It's a small community, it's a small ecosystem, and so it certainly makes sense, but it's been frustrating for me. This is a web search showing results mostly from Stack Overflow, most of which were before 2018. And for certain answers, right, the language changes quickly. I want to make sure I'm having the right information, so I don't know if I have the right information. Searching for linear algebra Julia, the first link is to Julia 0.6. There's no documentation at all in any of the top search results, even down to the 10th. This one was shocking to me. I was searching for the Julia dates package just quickly. And the first website that came up was a dating site for wealthy men and ambitious girls. So on the one hand, this is minor inconvenience. On the other hand, for a tool as extensive and dynamic as Julia, I think we ought to have a tool that allows us to seek this information a little bit more precisely. This is a Julia user who posted on Reddit, how do I find the documentation for a package? I'm not really sure how to do that. And then the responses were essentially 4 different ways of doing it. You got to read the source code, read the readmes, use the REPL help mode, all of which are very helpful and are very correct. But effectively what my thesis here is that the Julia corpus is hypertext weak. And a hypertext analysis on the Julia corpus is not going to, fundamentally can't understand the real structure that's there. So what is the Julia corpus? The Julia runtime is the center. Around that is everything else. The docs, the issues, PRs, discourse, source code, Slack, etc. And how much of this is on the web? A lot of it. The docs, the issues, those are all web-based. But the Julia runtime is not. And if that is not accessible on the web, there's source code, you can see the URLs, but if I'm asking for the print line function, there's no URI for that function in particular. You can see the source code, but not the runtime. So I've been working on TSearch. I was hoping to have a demo launched for you to use today, but it's probably going to be a couple more days. It's a precision search tool that's structured. It's a structured index that's built around the Julia runtime, using these primitives as the key tokens on which all of the other search and indexing falls down from. You can think of it kind of like a methods with on steroids. I'm going to just blaze through the end here, but it's an index structure that resembles Microsoft's Bitfunnel a little bit, which is what powers Bing. It doesn't use a reverse index like Google. It uses a forward index with very fast capabilities, using techniques taken from static flow analysis. And it very accurately and very faithfully represents Julia's data structures. It's all right. Anyways, there's a lot of exciting stuff here. Feel free to find these slides online. And if you are interested in getting use of this, go ahead and scan that, or go to tsearch.org, where you can register your email, and I will be happy to get people's feedback about all of this. Thank you.
Thank you, Caleb.